Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. We are back on the Shadow Broker's base, but with Liara in control, we can expect no one to try and kill us. Now this is...
Shepard, it's so good to see you. I've set up a few terminals with information I think you'll find interesting. Take a look.
Now this is after the mission, but we got some more stuff we can look at. That's not a lot of gameplay.
Back, Shadow Broker.
What's this?
That's the old broker's VI assistant. It's actually been helpful with rebuilding the network.
Please let me know if I can organize anything else for you, Shadow Broker.
It also thinks anyone in the room is the broker. I'll play around with the settings later.
My manual is ready whenever you have a moment.
First things first, let's run over and talk to Liara. See what she has to say about this. How she's adapting to her role as a Shadow Broker.
How are you doing, Liara?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. The Shadow Broker had more resources than you can imagine. Here, come on over. He had top-level access to the Turian and Asari governments. And more than one Solarian Dalatros traded intel. And now it's ours.
Have you found anything useful yet?
The Shadow Broker knew about the Reapers. Perhaps that's why he offered to help prove Saren's guilt to the Council.
He didn't want Saren to succeed.
He also knew that the Collectors were Protheans, repurposed to be Harbinger's puppets. There's even some data on the Protheans. I think he knew what was coming and was looking for a way to survive.
Why was he still looking at Protheans? They gave us the warning and the conduit at Ilos, but we've used those.
The Shadow Broker seemed to think there was more out there. Perhaps the Protheans had other plans. Or maybe he was just grasping at anything that offered some hope.
How'd you know what the Shadow Broker was?
I didn't. I had no idea what to expect when we finally found him. But I researched pre-spaceflight cultures during some of my Prothean studies. I know a bit about the Yogg. There's more on the terminals if you want to look. They're a fascinating culture, and a terrifying one.
How's Farron doing?
As well as you'd expect, after 2 years of intermittent torture.
You gonna be okay?
I don't know. He wants to work, so I'm letting him help. Maybe it takes his mind off it.
So, you and Farron?
We're just friends. Commander, are you jealous? If you're concerned, maybe you should do something about it.
You know, I didn't come down here just to talk about data.
I know. But you have someone. I spent 2 years hunting for the Shadow Broker. I need to find out what happens next. Maybe someday we'll be together. But for now, you deserve to be happy.
At least let me take you out of here. You can see the new Normandy. Maybe have a drink.
I'd like that.
Good. Get your things and come on up.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute.
Did you enjoy the tour?
Yes, it's a beautiful ship. And I ran into Joker. He seemed happy to see me. Although, he did ask me to record any parts of our conversation where my eyes do that freaky black eternity thing.
Of course he did.
I also spoke with Dr. Chakwas. I'm glad she's doing well. I brought you something. It took some digging, but I recovered your tags.
I thought I'd never see these again.
They changed hands more than once. Do you remember Admiral Hackett? He gave them to me so I could return them to you. He sends his best and hopes you're okay. So, how are you doing, Shepard? I mean, really. Not what you tell your squad to keep morale up.
Honestly, I'm tired. Tired of dealing with Cerberus. Tired of the Council ignoring me. Tired of my closest friends not believing me.
Yes, I heard about what Kaidan said on Horizon. I'm sorry. But their short-sightedness doesn't diminish what you've accomplished. You destroyed the Collectors. That's... Oh, you lost people. I wasn't thinking.
It was rough. But they gave their lives to save the galaxy.
They should have statues on the Presidium, but so few will ever know what they did. It's funny. Finally, just the two of us. And we still end up talking about everyone but ourselves. So tell me what you want. What are you fighting for? The future of humanity, as evidenced by the perfect Miss Lawson?
She's got her issues. But she trusts me. And I care about her.
She was so cold when I first met her. Completely focused on her duty.
I don't know that she's lightened up that much.
She has. Believe me. You have no idea how much you've changed her. I hope the two of you find some happiness, Shepard. I should get back to my base, but thanks for inviting me up, Shepard.
That's something. Now, the way it's being played out here, he obviously, I don't know if he's still in love with her or if she's still in love with him. Who the hell knows? But, whatever. Now, this will put you back on the Normandy. We were on the Normandy a second ago, but you'll gain control of Shepard back on the Normandy. And if you want to go back to the Shadow Broker's base, you have to use the galaxy map here. Let's just go right back there, because there's some more stuff I want to show you. But I hope we get so far away from it. Okay, there we go. Now, the other stuff we want to see, we can talk to Farron. But some other stuff here, let's do this. Investment opportunities. It'll cost you credits, but you'll be either doing a good deed, or you will be gaining yourself something in the future. So I'm just going to accept all of these. Unfortunately, in the little screen that I'm previewing this while recording the commentary is too small and too low of a resolution to be able to read any of the stuff that's appearing there. So I'm just going to have to take my previous self's word for it that this is a good idea. Let's go over here. There is a model we can pick up. Open the window. Whoa! Here's the model. Survey information. They're just a bunch of locations of planets that have different resources. So if I want to keep mining, it points out places where there's really good planets for mining. Alright. This is just a normal kind of crap you'd see on the Normandy. Farron is back here. We can talk to him. Doesn't have a whole lot to say, though.
Shepard, glad you stopped by. We don't get many visitors.
Take it easy. You've been through a lot.
You're probably right. I never did say thanks for the rescue.
Liara never gave up on you, Farron. I just helped.
I'm still amazed Liara came for me. I'll never forget what either of you did.
I can log that in the archives for you, sir.
I see you met the Secretary.
How are you holding up, Farron?
I'll be alright. I wasn't always strapped into that interrogation chair. Drell can mentally escape into old memories. It came in handy on the bad days.
How many times did the Shadow Broker hook you up to that contraption?
A lot. It gets fuzzy. He made the guards watch, as an example.
What will you do now that you're a free man?
I want to help Liara rebuild this place. But after that...
Your schedule's getting full, sir. Let me sync it to your Omni tool.
No thanks, I'm fine.
How did you and Liara both end up looking for my body?
Cerberus headhunted me and Liara to steal your body from the Shadow Broker. I was working for the broker at the time, and he's the one who scraped up your remains in the first place.
What turned you against the Shadow Broker?
He started working for the Collectors. You weren't their first victim. Was an information trader, not a slaver.
Looks like you've made a friend.
The drone follows everyone. I don't know why the broker kept it around.
I'm a shell for a specialized data processing VI, custom built to your specifications, Shadow Broker.
It helps coordinate the network's massive information feeds, but it could use a different interface tone.
You deemed my default personality sufficient for your needs, Shadow Broker.
I wish it would stop calling me that.
How do you think Liara's doing as the new Shadow Broker?
Operations are almost fully recovered after a slight dip in efficiency.
Ever since we repaired the network, Liara's been glued to the archives. I caught her sleeping at her desk more than once. She's busy, but I think she likes it that way.
For 2 years, Liara didn't stop looking for you. You two must have been close.
She's a good friend. Better than I deserve.
Take it easy, Farron.
Thanks.
Over here, we have sort of like a surveillance system, spying on a bunch of other people.
What does this console do?
This is the video surveillance access point. I've queued up the archive footage you requested on your last visit, Shadow Broker. Remember, you can zoom in for more detailed viewing and can pause anytime during playback. Aria Talok, Omega.
Oh! What the hell? Okay, next one.
Emily Wong, Citadel.
The reporter? Why the hell is he spying on the reporter? Whatever.
Fred Mazai, Citadel.
Shadow Broker has spied on a lot of people, and I can't figure out why.
Donnell Udina, Citadel.
Well, that makes sense. Oh. Asshole. That's enough of that. Now, the one more thing I want to show you before I leave is the Shadow Broker was spying on Shepard and his crew. So, the Shadow Broker has a bunch of, like, information. Oh, okay. You can pick up shipments. I forgot about that. Anyway, the Shadow Broker has information on your various crew members, and a lot of weird, personal, and kind of embarrassing secrets. Let's go check some of them out. So I love a good embarrassing secret as much as the next guy. Miranda. What skeletons are in her closet? Look, a bunch of these other characters, too. Let's read Miranda's first. Now, I can't read any of these, really. Not in the screen that I'm looking at them. But the gist of it, in case you don't want to read it, Miranda signed up for like an internet dating service. But she doesn't exactly have the best time with it. I think she's just looking for somebody to breed with. Because she just wants people's medical information. And then hangs up on them as soon as she gets it. Then, by the time we get to the bottom, we'll discover that she has like a genetic disorder which makes her like infertile, so she can't have children anyway. So it was kind of all for nothing. It is kind of embarrassing to know that she signed up for a dating service, being like the badass girl she's supposed to be. And what's Jack's dirty little secret? Well, she writes poetry. That is her dirty little secret, and she's really bad at it. Legion. Not so much embarrassing, but a little bit weird. Legion, being a machine, plays video games. And you look through all these things like his kills, and he's like really good at it because he's a machine. He has those machine reflexes. But also in one of these files that shows something that there was a kind of a game that the benefits of the proceeds of which the profits were going to like the reconstruction and of the Citadel after the Geth attack in the first Mass Effect game. Now Legion goes and buys this game but never actually plays it, which seems to imply to me that Legion has some sort of guilt over the Geth attack against Citadel, and it was his way of donating money to the relief effort. And we have Kasumi. Like Jack, she writes poetry as well, but her dirty little secret isn't so much that she writes poetry, as the fact that she's got a thing for Jacob. Look at that. It's funny. Those were the most interesting ones. I'm not going to go through any more. If you want to check it out, I'm sure it's available online. But I'm going to end this episode here. In the next one, we'll go back to playing actual missions in Mass Effect 2.